everything possible for our stream to be more or less okay. Hello guys, I'm pumping out the chats and getting ready for stream with you right now already, because I have 1 hour with something, maybe 1 hour and a half for the stream today. We'll see. Maybe more. It depends. Now I'm doing the comments again, pumping out the chat. How are you doing? Are you ready for the new year? It's gonna be very, very soon, it seems like, in a couple of days. I don't have this feeling of the new year, honestly. Yeah, sadly. But it doesn't really matter. For me, the new year is like new year and new year. Nothing special, really, any longer. Than I was a kid, it was nice, but now it's the average time of the year. How are you doing, guys? Did everyone have a good Christmas? Yeah, maybe. Napoleon, hi. Nice emoji. Good morning. What are we eating today? Morning? Someone has the morning? Really? Morning? It's the morning time in, I think, West Coast, right? West Coast Customs. Today I'm drinking just water, just a little. Grüße aus Deutschland. Grüße zu Deutschland. I wonder how I drink it. Then I have this handle here. I still hold this here, the cup. Oh, Lithuania. Labas vakaras. I hope I spelled it correctly. To Lithuania. What's up? What's up? Yeah, just, random stream about the events and what is happening. They continue to talk about this Russian attack on the Russian attack, so-called Ukrainian attack on Russian territory, right? And some of the people were freaking out, saying that, oh, it's the real attack. But no, it was not. Even the Russian Ministry of Defense, they say that the number of the drones was lower. So it was miscoordination with the Russian Foreign Ministry and the Russian Ministry of Defense, because Defense said that there were 40 with something drones, and Lavrov said 91. And they were intercepted, as Lavrov said, in Bryansk Oblast, but Bryansk Oblast is bordering Ukraine. So how would they know if those drones are flying to target some of the infrastructure in Russia or Putin's villa or residential palace? How could they potentially determine that it was the attack or something on Russia? Los Angeles, California. Oh, nice. LA is good. So it's complete hypocrisy from Russians, and just, they thought that maybe Ukraine will come to conclusion about maybe security guarantees with the United States of America. They didn't expect that the meeting with Donald Trump, between Zelensky and Trump, would go to nothing burger, end up like that. So they were like, it was not necessary really for them to play out the story, but they still played it out. Maybe Russian mechanism, this machinery, it has inertia. And they didn't cancel it. It was really funny. And I'm shocked actually to read like United Arab Emirates, Pakistan officials, and even Modi, they said, oh, it was attack on Putin. Oh, something really terrible. Like, I think Modi, I'm gonna show you. Usually I have my screen here somewhere. What Modi is saying: deeply concerned by reports of the targeting of the residence of the president of the Russian Federation. Ongoing diplomatic effort over the most valuable path towards the ending hostiles and achieving peace. We urge all concerned to remain focused on these efforts. Yeah, of course. I understand why India commented that, because they want Russian oil. Привет, Benefly. Oh, no trolls, welcome. Welcome to Thanks. Thank you for membership gift. For membership. Joining membership. Greg, hi. Modi doesn't want to lose the cheap oil. Yeah, exactly, Hawk. You are reading my mind. You're reading my mind. Like to confirm if Ukraine really did that. Yeah, even the journalist yesterday, they asked Donald Trump whether he would check out the information coming from his own intelligence, or I think it's better to do, yeah. But Trump said, "Oh, I got this message from Putin himself." I also read the analytic. Let me read you out. I follow multiple of the OSINTs and experts. So Lavrov said that because of this alleged Ukrainian attack on Russia, on Putin, Ukraine almost started the war against Russia. So because of that, those officials in the European Union and NATO who call for some security guarantees for Ukraine in the sphere. So they say like there should be no guarantees for Ukraine. That's what they say, because Ukraine is so hostile. And experts say that from Lavrov's latest statement, it finally became clear that the goal of the Russian information operation with alleged attack on Putin's residence in Valdai is to disrupt the emerging cast iron security guarantees for Ukraine. Now everything has fallen into place, so everything works with this. It seems like in Berlin and then in Mar-a-Lago, Ukraine was offered a really strong package of guarantees which Russia could never accept. Putin simply couldn't refuse, otherwise he would have looked uncompromising. A pretext was needed to toughen the conditions for Ukraine, including that would suit Trump. That's why they played out this. For this purpose, they invented the attack, and Trump is not against this fiction because it gives him the opportunity not to increase pressure on Russia, which he naturally doesn't want to increase. Of course, Trump likes dictators and Putin. Since formally Russia did not refuse negotiate, this is simply reacting to the terrible crimes of the Kiev regime. A win-win for Putin and Trump. Putin has an excuse not to accept the conditions agreed upon in Berlin and Mar-a-Lago, and also guarantees for Ukraine. Trump has the opportunity to save the face and continue negotiations with endless approaches to peace without imposing sanctions or making sharp moves against Russia. How much Trump saves face is the rhetorical question, but you see he is primarily interested in his voters, not dissatisfied Ukrainians and Europeans. Yeah. And it seems like the voters are fine with it now, for now. I mean, his MAGA supporters, Democrats will never support Donald Trump and his ideas, but in general, you understand, They should take him out in the person front because he wants to sit next to him. What? Yeah, totally insane. Thanks for liking the stream. Russia would need the security guarantees. They say they need, actually. They say they need security guarantees. Did also feel bad for Zelensky, and then he had near Taco spooky lies. Yeah. Then Taco said about Russia wants Ukraine to succeed. It was hard to accept, let's say, for normal people, knowing what Russia is doing in Ukraine. Oh, Zelensky has chosen, or we have the breaking news, Zelensky has chosen the head of the president's office. We know that Yermak left president's office, but Zelensky doesn't say who he is, he or she, but he has chosen. Okay. Russia, also Zelensky stated that Russia doesn't want Ukraine conducting referendum. Zelensky said about it during the presence of Donald Trump and military of the United States. Security guarantees, the first part after the ceasefire, monitoring missions, partners will take place there. The second part, it's about nothing for now, so it doesn't worth discussing even. But it seems like definitely some of the security guarantees were negotiated, yeah, and Russia outplayed this so-called drone attack just to disturb this peace process, so-called peace process. It's understandable that Russia doesn't want to stop, but also at the same time it doesn't want to be accused of destroying those peace negotiations, not to get new sanctions, new everything. Or maybe Ukraine may get more support. Who knows? Yes, no trolls welcome. He has more resistant than what? That is why you pronounce Van as then. I don't know. The thing that you understand. My English is not so good. It's then English. My English. So I have my accent, I have my pronunciations. What is like original English? I think people understand me. That's the main thing. Right? Hello, Ratusmaga. Time for Fikumiku. It will be useful if Trump can come to Ukraine, says Zelensky. I do not think that. Zelensky says if Trump flies to Ukraine and it is desirable that he flies by plane not to Poland but to Ukraine, then this will indicate that we definitely have the opportunity to count on ceasefire. Trump will not go to Ukraine. I do not expect he will go. It was Joe Biden's visit. Yeah, it was a really nice visit. But for Trump, Ukraine is just an obstacle. I noticed your channel has strong, but we have I have to ban people on kick. Not people, but bots. I'm so sorry. They're not people, they're bots. India is funny and the HUD warning their people not to get scammed on the Russian army. Yeah. India warned people not to get scammed by Russians. It's interesting. Zelensky and Putin's statements that he wants to see Ukraine successful. I don't know what he told Trump, but there is zero faith in these words. Yeah. If what he did in Bakhmut, Vovchansk, Chasiv Yar, Pokrovsk, and now it's called success, then let them build such success in Russia. That is nice. That is nice response. That is great response. Nice. Right now, temperature is nice in Arizona. Yeah, it's always nice. Very warm. Good morning. What we're eating today? Not many comments on Twitch. I wonder why. Trump, even Zelensky had to love. Why don't we have those like Daddy Hodge, hi, thank you so much. Thank you for subscriptions. I wonder why we don't have the subscription. I forgot to switch it on. Now I see it. Thank you so much for subscriptions, Daddy Hodge. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I always say thank you. Thank you, Daddy Hodge. Trump doesn't have the balls to go to Ukraine. Maybe yes, but it's not very dangerous for him. It's understandable that Russia will not target him. Russian President Vladimir Putin and high-ranking Russian military commanders held another meeting to agree. What's this word I'm gonna show you? Aggrandize tactical details and create the false impression that the front lines across Ukraine are on the verge of collapse. Pro-Russian ultra-nationalist military bloggers are publicly acknowledging that the Russian military commanders' claims are exaggerated. Russian forces continue to commit war crimes in Gulaya. Yes, I saw it in Gulaya. Unfortunately, they killed 3 of the Ukrainian soldiers. In Pokrovsk, 7 of the civilians were killed. One family, big family. Several dozen Belarusian smuggling balloons allegedly enter Polish airspace. Continue, with those balloons. Before there was information that Lukashenko said that there will be no balloons any longer, but they still fly. President Zelensky tells media in WhatsApp chat Kyiv is discussing with President Trump United States troops' presence in Ukraine. Interesting. Before, Trump said that no soldiers should be in Ukraine. United States soldiers. Yeah, again, Russia doesn't want any sort of the referendum. Strikes on Putin's Valdai residence are fake. No one hit there, said Zelensky. And definitely, locals also say that there was no any operation of the air defense systems in entire region of Novgorod. It's just fake information. Russia may say, like, if any drone penetrates to the Russian airspace, they may say, oh, this drone is flying to hit Putin. And even if Ukraine had this idea to get rid of Putin somehow, for sure Ukraine wouldn't use drones for that. There is very low probability to hit Putin like that. Maybe FPV drones, but not long-range drones. It's not possible. To make bigger more important than they are. Aggrandize. Today will be nice to start bringing in Christmas decorations, but bubbles and stomach. Huh? Trump does Trump straight up lines. Yeah, lies. Dennis, what do you think of Pinocchio? I don't know. I like the cartoon. Disney cartoon, I guess it was Disney. I was very young. Watched Pinocchio. Ukraine says of the Russia attack 2 Panama flagged cargo ships, a Marcus 3 and Captain Karam with the strike drones. The vessels were reported entering Ukrainian port to load wheat, then they were hit. Yeah, Russia attacks Ukraine. Some of the vessels even. international vessels. Yeah, there was the drone, but it didn't really create too much damage. Yeah. Yeah, just a little damage, maybe. I don't know. Not significant, but still there is. So soon, vessels in Black Sea will disappear, it seems like. Ukraine didn't start it. Yeah. It's Russia that continues strikes on Ukrainian ports. First vessel, international vessel, was hit. I think 3 months ago or 2 months ago. It was a Turkish one, LPG carrier in Ukrainian port. Peskov today said about those alleged drone strike that you don't need to have the evidence. He stated like that. If it is a massive drone attack, what evidence do you need? I wonder if Donald Trump will listen to his own intelligence. And his intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, yeah, is in charge of it. It's crazy. So even they may not give proper information to Donny. Trump is golfing today and has no public events on his calendar. Golf president. Jesus. So yeah, this war will continue, unfortunately. How long can it continue? I think very long. It's sad. It's very, very, very sad. Russian is attacking legal ships while UA is incapacitating sanctioned ships. Not the same. Well, maybe, yeah. I think yes. Thank you, Gaby. Happy New Year, Dennis. Peskov is the weasel, and Gabbard works for Russia, so no investigation. Yeah, I think so too. Gaby. You know what I think also, like the good side of that could be that still Gabbard, Trump, and Kash Patel, they cannot control everyone, even in their sectors, even in their investigation. Like it's impossible for everyone to be Kash Patel and Tulsi Gabbard. Still, there are some patriots of the United States, guys who really do their job. So I just hope that it will be like that. That someone will finally get the proper information. And it's also about Epstein files. Gabby, thank you so much for membership gifts. It's too much. Thank you. Thank you for support. So that's what I think. Yeah. I think that ordinary detective investigators, people who work for FBI, for CIA, they still will do their job, finally. Yeah, this mess will continue to happen for the next 3 years. Autumn next year, it's going to be a little different. Yeah, it's going to be more complicated for Donald Trump to... Daddy Hutch, thank you so much for the bits. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So the next year, autumn, of course, Republicans will lose elections and it's going to be complicated for Donny, but still he going to continue his stupidity. Now the question is not whether Republicans going to win elections or lose, but how far they going to lose, how many places in Congress they going to give to Democrats, yeah? Ukraine doing good, smashing every big convoy attack. Yeah, almost every Daddy Hatch, almost everyone. But recently there was even Ukrainian. Can we call it a convoy attack if there are two of the vehicles? I think convoy starts from 4 vehicles or 5. I just hope Ukraine can push back Russian movement near Zaporizhia. Yeah, Daddy Hatch. Yesterday I listened to the interview of Syrsky, the general commander of Ukraine. He stated that they're gonna make some of the reforms, including territorial defense. They say that they definitely need reforms. The territorial defense is not that effective. Maybe it was never effective. So somewhat, those are the good news. Those are good news. And territorial defense was responsible for Zaporizhia direction. Sadly, yeah, not capable forces. Now Ukraine tries to reinforce with 425th Skela Brigade, but it's too late. It's already too late for Gulaya Pola, we see it. But Russians are still, they have multiple of the obstacles to go to Zaporizhia itself. So, but this task for them to advance to Zaporizhia, I would say it's not impossible for the Russian army, but they require lots of the time for it. Time, efforts. It's not. Maybe it's not going to be even the next year. Even though definitely with the cross check yesterday, we saw that they're 15 kilometers away south from Zaporizhia, but there are so many obstacles, rivers, and so on. So it's not gonna be easy. Betsy, hi. I'm great. Hope you're doing good too. Sculptor, hi. Hope Democrats get some better candidates. Biden, Harris was horrible choice given the victory to Trump. Yeah, the Kamala Harris, I think it was like how they were panicking because of the Joe Biden's failed, let's be honest, failed debate with Donald Trump. Joe Biden really showed that he is kind of clumsy. He's just old. And they decided to put Kamala Harris. She was very good in debates against Donald Trump, was very good. I streamed those debates. She was really nice. But sadly, people still voted for Trump. I thought, oh, after those debates, she's gonna win, maybe. But no, if you listen to those debates right now, you would understand that she foreseen Trump's behavior that is now out there. I don't like really Harris, but she was a way better candidate compared to Trump, of course. Try to be MAGA light, nobody wants that. I see. I think the more realistic option would for them to halt the advance. Yeah, Marvin, maybe yes. For the next year. I want to record the video tomorrow about the last year, what happened, do this recap. She did okay, but could have answered questions, put to her better. Maybe. Imagine being Bernie Sanders, who was told 10 years ago he was too old to be a president, and now the world is being demolished by 80-year-old. Yeah, 80-year-old. Yeah. Yep, Bernie. Bernie is nice. I mean, he's still not insane at his age. It's so good. He doesn't have any signs of the dementia, let's say. He is very energetic and has a really fresh mind. She predicted lots of the things he has done so far. Yeah, Evelyn, I agree. Hi, Booba. How are you doing? I think I'm gonna stream 1 hour more and we'll see. Because I need to record the video. I'm implementing my new content, type of the content, with the camera on my main channel. I wonder how this experiment might work with the main channel, because obviously those videos, they have way less views than my usual videos with the map and news updates. Then I put myself like this and tell about the stuff. What happened? What had happened? Okay, never mind. It seems like I missed something. You don't need to be a fortune teller. He literally said what he was going to do, but people voted anyway. Yeah, I agree, Mr. Murphy. Yeah, that's the worst thing that Trump literally was saying. The shit, and people still voted for him. Very bad. I'm disappointed. Today I recorded one more video. I just need the time to edit it. It's about the case with failed prophets. Yeah, for example, the guy who built, what's his name? I forgot his name. He's from Ghana. Noah. He calls himself Noah, but he's let me play you this video, I guess. Yeah, Ibo, that's his name. So he proclaims to be some sort of the prophet, saying that soon it's gonna be a new flooding, the end of the world, doomsday or something. And he started to build lots of the ships, telling that, oh, we are building arks for everyone to save themselves. And there should be animals and everyone, you know. Like, what the fuck? And people believed him. I'm gonna reduce the sound. And they built several of those, you see? He's wearing this shirt. He's like a New Day Noah, but Ibo Noah. He has his TikTok. I think those are just the standard fishing boats. Those are freaking fishing boats, and that's it. I think it was made just for, you know, for the nations. Ibo Noah. And I think we can go Ibo Noah. Come on. And people like travel, but thousands travel to Noah's Ark in Ghana after man's claim end of the world. Literally, traffic jams, rivers of people. For they're trying to save themselves.
God has given us some time to build more arks in addition to the 10 that will contain all of us. So tomorrow, nobody should rush to any location. God,
this is crazy shit. And it's not just about them, not about those Ghana people or whatever. Yeah, they may have like low education, but how can you explain people voting for Trump? The same stuff, obviously. Thanks for following, Melmoth. Thank you. Melmoth65. So, like in my today's video that I will publish after the stream, I just need to edit it. Yeah, after I publish the main Ukrainian update, I'm gonna edit the video and publish it. I think it's gonna be nighttime for me. Anyways, there I compare this case where I told more information about this Noah. And in general, I told about, you know, brainwashing, all of those cults, including MAGA cult, and the idea is basically the same, to create this some sort of the fear. For Donald Trump, it was, oh, those Democrats, those lefties, LGBT, they're gonna convert you to their religion. They're gonna make you transgender. I don't know. They're gonna destroy your Christianity. Yeah, and this is the doomsday. Doomsday is the elections. You need to vote, otherwise your world is gonna be hell. The same stuff, and there are multiple of the cults, like Kenneth Copeland, or what's the name of that devil-looking guy? Also, this Erika Kirk. Isn't it a cult? Turning Point USA. It's the pure cult with those stadium, with those speeches. So, and we are still falling into it. It's not just about this guy in Ghana. Yeah, it's our nature. It seems like. And what is very frustrating that sometimes those beliefs into something, they overweight even this instinct of self-survival. Because there were stories like those cults that the prophet tells, okay, tomorrow it's going to be a doomsday, we're all going to go to heaven, we should poison ourselves to go there. And I guess it was somewhere in the United States, some of the cult, that they went to the local village, they were living like outcasts, families, and one day many of them died because their leader told them to die. It's crazy. Also, in Japan, there was a cult about how bad people are for the earth, and I think they used some of the gas in the train station, unaliving lots of the people. Aum Shinrikyo, or I don't know how to spell that name correctly. So it's crazy. I also remember in Ukraine there were lots of the cults after the Soviet Union collapse. And the Adjiladja cult, where people gathered in some of the stadiums praying for whatever. It's very terrible. Like, I usually keep that stuff, not usually, but I keep that stuff empty. I don't believe in anything, so, and I don't trust anyone. So for me, it's empty, like this space. I don't understand how people may trust some guy from TikTok, like this Ibo Noah, from who says like, we are building arcs. You're gonna drown if you not visit us. Fuck, this is terrible. But that's who we are, yeah? Maybe. I don't know. Om Shuruki. Yeah, Om Shuruki, yeah. It's crazy what they did. Like, and it seems like it's kind of the more crazy idea there is, the better it is to believe in that idea. Yeah, I hope I spelled it. You understood, yeah. My English is not that great, but the crazier the idea, the easier it is to believe in that. It seems like. Education may be cures. Yeah, I think it's also the lack of the education. But even educated people, they believe sometimes in cults. Yeah. Some of the actors even, they follow some specific cults. Cult of Epstein, maybe. That's the separate one. By the way, they had some of the temple on that island. Some temple. Yeah, MAGA plays on fear and hate to win. Yeah. So the idea is the same. I'm part of the cult hockey. Oh, nice cult. Then, have you considered taking a degree in intelligence? There are certain units in the UK that offer a course of intelligence that are not officially affiliated with the government. Oh, I didn't know that it's possible. Yeah, why not? And they will tell that I work for MI6, right? You would think Harris would be in front of the cameras every day criticizing Trump. Then our Democrats going grope or start yelling constantly about this madman. At least we have Kimmel. mushroom from Mars. Nice nickname you have. According to Rogan, missiles are chicken pox. What more? Oh? So, what do you think, guys, about those cults? Why people believe like blind? Like some people live their normal lives. They have relatives. They have some business. They have their jobs, but they go under influence of someone, some cult, and sometimes they even invest the great part, if not all, of their savings to support the church, somewhat church, yeah, the cult church. Here I am not saying about standard religion, but strange cults. People are sheep, they want to believe something. Yeah, but why like standard religions are not enough? Like Islam, Catholicism, Orthodox Christianity, I don't know, whatever you say. Scientology, yeah, Scientology is the cult. It's a brainwash sheep, yeah. So why this like other beliefs are not enough for them to fill this gap? Why something unique? Lack of criticism, only people who want to belong. Maybe, yeah, Gaby, maybe like they're lonely, they don't have, they feel lonely, and some people from the cult say that they're special. Yeah, maybe it's like that. Like you're special, you'll go to our special heaven. You'll have your personal ark made by new Noah. So yeah, maybe it's like that also. Because they cannot accept reality. Okay. Trump just thinks he is a businessman, but he is not. Yeah, he's a bankrupt guy. But after all, Trump is successful. Yeah, he became president 2 of the times. His strategy in general is successful. After all, he's a billionaire. His family are rich, so for him personally, I would say he lives okay. Yeah, he achieves what he wants in general. So I wouldn't say that he is like this unsuccessful businessman. Yeah, there were bankruptcies, but they didn't make him personally himself poorer. Yeah. Lack of criticism, like those Nazis that want to be accepted as normal people. Evelyn, I don't know why Kik deleted your comment, but I just said it. What food do you like to cook, eat? I like meat. Like today, I cooked some of the mushrooms together with beef. That's it. Trump is a typical snake oil salesman. Yeah. But overall, he's like for himself, he's successful. I think you also agree with that. Becoming 2 times president of the United States, it's with Trump's heritage. Yeah, it's outstanding, I would say. You can tell it plus for Trump, but minus for American society if they vote for him. Not everyone, of course, the great part. Well, luckily, now everyone understands that it's terrible, even worse than he was the president for the first time. So he's like this vaccine. Probably next time they're not going to vote for those politicians, at least for several decades, I guess. Some people want to be special, some think they're special, and some people are special. Everyone dies as poor as any other. Yeah, maybe like also Tucker Carlson gives this uniqueness. I mean, not just him, but Andrew Tate, this Nick Fuentes, and so like they tell what marginal part of the society want to hear, that they're special, that everything around is deep state, conspiracy theories. Even Joe Rogan speculated on those ideas, right? All of his career is built on conspiracy theories. And somewhat they became popular discussing that stuff. It's also a cult in some way, right? Everyone should feel they're special. Yeah. Krasnov started life with millions from rich daddy, just like yeah, but there are many rich guys, and I think many of them they wanted to become richer or maybe presidents, but Donald Trump succeeded. So for him, yeah, he succeeded. I think so. But from the history perspective, he will not be respected president. After some years, we're gonna open history books and it will be written like a stupid president, orange idiot, or something like that. He will be remembered as an idiot who renamed Kennedy Center or yeah, and everything. All of the other cringe he did. His name will be synonym of cringe. Conspiracy theories become very interesting if you are bored and unhappy with your own life. Better to find more things to blame to, perhaps. Suso Gozum. You're correct. You're correct. To blame someone for what is happening wrong, yeah? To blame someone for your own faults or inability to chase and reach your dreams. That's interesting. And maybe it's like, this self-securing mechanism, because if you blame yourself for what is happening in your life, wrongdoing, you can go mad or in depression, yeah? Usually smart or educated people, they blame themselves for faults. But uneducated people, they usually reach for something, for some external factor. The first 12-year-old president, maybe 6 years old. UFC plus the earth is flat. Cannabis and mushrooms made Joe Rogan Sykes famous. And what's about cannabis and mushrooms for Joe Rogan? What's about that? I mean, he speaks about those topics, that's it? Yeah, I think he became famous because he was speaking about conspiracy theories as the possible variants, yeah, for them to exist even. On other mainstream media or legacy media, it's better to call, you do not hear those talks. As well as this freak Nick Fluentes is speaking about racism openly, that he is so racist, and there are some of the racists in not just in USA but in around the world, so they listen to him. He reached his audience. Rogan is poor head, yeah. He takes them. I see. He takes those mushrooms and flies away, yeah. Joe loves cannabis, shrooms, and DMT. I see. Simonsky. That's interesting. Actually, he doesn't look like the guy who loves that stuff. But he's also, I would say, successful. Who was he at first? Stand-up comedian or UFC fighter? Was he a fighter? I think he was stand-up comedian. He started his public appearances as stand-up comedian, right? They also drink champagne on New Year's Eve. I prefer not to drink alcohol, but maybe tomorrow I'll drink some. I'm not sure. I'm on a diet, and that diet forbids alcohol. I don't want to ruin it. But the last year I drank some of the beer with you here on the stream. Not here, but on my main channel, I guess. I mean, crazy. I think it was a marathon to celebrate New Year in Europe, in the United States of America, something like that. He was host of Fear Factor. Have you seen it? No. Ah, Fear Factor. Maybe I remember that stuff. Maybe I remember that stuff. Yeah. Damn it, it was so long time ago. Definitely he was in a Fear Factor. Jordan became famous by convincing desperate people to perform hilarious act exchange money. Fear Factor.
Ooh, worm green beans. Right for the spider. April goes for the maggoty man.
Oh shit, that's crazy. Fishing Finial, hi. Thanks for following.
2, 1. Congratulations, you have won $10,000.
$10,000. Then the rate was still okay. Jorgen started the news radio, a comedy show. Then later he did the Fear Factor and other stuff. I see, interesting. I watched this as a kid. Yeah, I think I also was a kid and I watched that stuff. We had the translation. I remember this. Fear Factor was so fake. Yeah. It was played. Planned plate or plate. Yeah. Did you drink beer on the porch that rail somewhere? No, I don't drink beer. I think the last time I drank the beer was 1 year ago. Then I was in a stream. It's my birthday today. Thank you for your support of my Gar Birds. Awesome. Yeah, of course they will nail those. Thanks. That's awesome. Thanks for your wow, that's a lot of support. Thank you. Yeah, my Gar, they're really, really awesome. My Gar Birds, they're fantastic. And happy birthday, dear hard noodler. I hope I spelled your nickname okay. Yeah, you're doing a fantastic job. Why doesn't Trump just pick a side? I think he already picked it. It's just not popular what he picked among Americans. Still, they support more Ukraine than Russia, of course. Happy birthday to me too on January the 2nd. Target, but it's too early. Yeah, we're gonna see on January the 2nd. I've been to Slovenian trip. Says no things about Melania, and Guy will get great service there. Oh, I see. I think Melania is like overall she's okay. She just sold her soul for American dollars. That's it. Is Melania a vampire? I don't know. Why you say so? She aged not so dramatically, or what? She's amazingly beautiful. Yeah, she's nice. Like she's okay. And if there is the truth that she definitely pointed out the attention on what is happening in Kiev, if Donald Trump really says like that Melania told me that Putin bombs Kiev, it's bad, so it's good. There was even the meme Agent Melania or something like that. Some people say, I don't know if it's true, but there was the information, rumors, that Jeffrey Epstein, let's say, used Melania at first, and then he met Trump, and he like managed them to meet, Trump and Melania, and they later on start to date. But the first guy to use Melania from that circle is Epstein. That's what I heard. Those rumors were spread in the internet like 1 month ago, but there is no any proof. She was introduced. Yeah, that's how it's called. Introduced. Yeah, I was thinking about this word. Introduced. Yeah, she was introduced to Donny by Epstein. Yeah, that's what. Yeah. A lot of strange people in the chat. Why? The Melania impersonator is Cobert show is much prettier. Will you be doing video summarizing the year? Yeah. I think I will do it tomorrow. Have performed great this year. No large city lost. The huge losses for Russia. Yes, great increase in drones, deep strikes, production, etc. Yeah. Gonna film about it tomorrow. Strange person. Yeah, some people start to complain about some persons in the chat, but it's... You got Nazis in the chat who openly say they support Fluentes. I didn't see. So sorry. Screw the Epstein files, the big secret if Melania's prayer knob. Huh? I will not ban people if they say they support Trump or Fluentes. After all, it's the freedom of speech. But if they start to say bad words about anyone in the chat, of course, I will ban them. That's the only condition. Yeah, and yeah, pro-Russians I will ban. Putin supporters, Russian supporters, yeah. A little bit exception from this free speech. No, I don't ban, just point out and laugh. I see. He's referring to me, say that I'm Fluentes fan. Really? Are you? If you are, tell us why. It seems like I understand like why people like him, some people. Because again, he delivers this unique way. He's only one who openly says that he is a racist, so he attracts those people, the same as him. And also he speaks very well, to be honest. He speaks very well. He has, I mean, the way he speaks, this pronouncement and everything, really, he has not the talent, but let's say proper speaking apparatus for people to listen to him. Also, he has the humor, just a little, but of course, uncomparable to many other speakers. But that's why people listen to him. Sadly, Hitler spoke well. Yeah, Hitler also spoke very well. That guy had a talent. That's why he became so popular. Yeah, Evelyn, you're right. And still, you see, kick moderation is crazy. AI, charisma, yeah, charisma. No woman. Yeah, that's why people listen to him, because he's charismatic and because he tells the things that other people cannot tell. And it's appealing for marginal people, for some of them. Thanks you, Betsy. Thanks for support. But of course, Fluentes is a piece of shit. Channels I watch for Ukraine news. Your channel, Jake Bro, and CVR. What is CVR? Cockpit voice recorder? The age of the 14. What do you mean, Black? Why do we need this information? In Russia, it's also 14. Hassan Parky is much worse. Has a larger following. Yeah. I agree. Horrible takes on. Yeah, his takes on Russian-Ukrainian war are pretty much the same as Tucker Carlson. Absolutely same. I don't know about Nick Fluentes. I think he said that Ukraine deserves on what is happening or something. Like, I hate Fluentes too. And of course, Hassan Piker is fucker. His political opinions are insane. I think he is a jester trying to say the most infamous thing 90% of the time. Yeah. It certainly isn't his hair or his skin color. Flantis is insane. Yeah, Flantis is a doo-doo fountain. Ah, I see. Piker is terrible. Yeah, Piker is terrible. And he has more followers. Yeah. So in a way, he is more dangerous. Ah, you see, Black Mamba. I see. Noise about the ages of the women in Epstein, true. But the thing that it's not the contest. So for you to understand the age of the contest, it's not just that those minors actually have to agree on that relation. It's also that there should be no big difference. Because if you check out also in Germany, it's like that. If there is the huge difference of the age, this contest, it doesn't work at all. And so there are lots of the buts. And in Epstein Island, it's about victims. So it's not they contested on those kind of the things. It's they're forced to. It's different thing. The Reich and the far left in USA meet on certain issues. Support for Russia. Yeah. Support for Russia. Left and right, they're the same. I mean, in general, the foreign policy is the same for leftists and for righties. I think Trump's hands are from him getting 4 ribs. Yeah. Then do you think Russia or Ukraine will launch large missile attack in New Year's? Well, there was the information about Russia preparing the possible attack on 31st, which is tomorrow, or the 1st of January. We'll see. Ukraine deserves peace and their country back. Yeah. Yeah, Andrew, yeah. I have seen like 2 minutes of Hassan and I can't stand him. He shot at NATO. Yeah, the same. NATO is bad, or like the same thing. They want to destroy democracy. Democracy is not okay for them. It's not just about NATO, it's about values. And this Hassan is like this lefty, rich boy lefty. He's a hypocrite, yeah. Zelensky, I'm ready for any format of a meeting with Putin. I'm not afraid. The main thing is that the Russians aren't afraid. The Ukrainian president's thing said. Okay. Yeah, it's already understandable that Zelensky is okay with that meeting. Trump once again promised to help Ukraine with air defense. President Trump said he would help me. I'm grateful to him for that, Zelensky added. Interesting. Zelensky, I heard nothing from India or the Emirates about Russians' attack. Zelensky called out countries like India and UAE for their selective condemnation of the ongoing war, yes. His frustration comes after some nations criticized Ukraine for alleged drone strikes on Putin's residence. Oh, this is a very terrible timeline. So they criticize of Putin is a freaking new Hitler. Now he's still like mini Hitler, but the same, let's say, with his ideas. And there are some countries that criticize the strikes on Putin, even if they didn't happen. That's the fact. What really causes misunderstanding and unpleasant feeling is that some representatives such as India, UAE, and few others condemn Ukraine over alleged drone strikes on Putin residents, which never happened. At the same time, there has been no condemnation of the fact that Russia has been striking our cities every day, killing civilians, including children, and destroying civilian infrastructure. I honestly did not hear anything from India right now, nor from the Emirates about Russians' ongoing attack on our people. Yes. Yeah, that's terrible. Have you noticed anytime Zelensky meets or talks with Trump, he tweets each European leader he speaks with after? I think he's using what? I didn't get it. I figure they're gonna get accused. Hassan made me realize that Destiny is a good guy. Yeah. Destiny actually supports Ukraine, so I understand that many people they don't like him, but yeah, for me, like he says proper things about Ukraine, so it's okay. I'm not sure about his other policies, so I don't watch Destiny or his streams, whatever. But yeah. I wonder what should I do tomorrow? Just chatting stream for hours and hours and hours, or what? Today I don't have lots of the time for stream, but tomorrow maybe. It's a new year, so maybe after the new year I'm gonna start streaming for some time, for several hours. New Year celebration. I think there is more to get rid. I think there is a move to get rid of Zelensky, and Putin and Taka will justify by saying Ukraine attacked Putin's palace. Maybe, Steve, we are not sure. Zelensky says that it should to justify Russian strikes on Ukrainian, let's say, parliament building or president's office. Yeah, it's just one more way of escalations. Destiny's politics are good enough, I see. In the same time, Hassan H-Man and there's many others. Yeah, Evelyn, I agree with you. I mean, the Zelensky is having many European leaders pressure Trump in negotiations. Android, yeah, they support Zelensky in general. Those European leaders, they definitely help a lot. They definitely help. Oh, we have 200 people watching. It's awesome. I see that we have more viewers on the YouTube channel than 1 year ago. Then I started streaming. And now I do it more or less regularly. Yeah, sometimes I do not stream like it was yesterday. I missed the stream, but like half a year ago, there were maybe 20, 50 people watching me. Very rare, then there were 100 people. And now it's 100 with something, so we are doing great. Maybe it's just the time, it's the day and the morning time for USA and evening time for Europeans, so everyone is capable to watch me here. Cody, love you too. Oreshnik on Zelensky. Well, Oreshnik is not that capable. Those were the huge dummy warheads flying with a very, very high speed. Without nuclear warhead, Oreshnik it's nothing. Twitch is hit and miss. On YouTube, you always know who is live. On Twitch, it's the lack of... Yeah, I have like noticed on. So then my Twitch streamer is on. I have the notice on my phone, so I watch it like that. But I cannot stay on streams for a very long time. I would say that streams are interesting for me, but maybe I'm just a busy guy to watch them. Even I follow some of the streamers, but I cannot watch them for long. Also, Moist Critical I watch sometimes, but again, I need to do my stuff as well online, so yeah, I spend more money, maybe sometimes even money, but also efforts and time to create my own content rather than to consume it from others. But because I'm the content creator, of course. If I was like an average guy, I would watch streams and videos and everything, yeah. Just like you watching me. It explains why YouTube gives you more views. Maybe. Twitch, you know who is live by checking your followed channels overview. It means it's easier than YouTube. Marvin, yeah. I also check whom I follow, and it gives me who is live, yeah. And usually I have SMS if someone is streaming. Like Imonia, she streamed, I guess, yesterday. I got the SMS. She's streaming, and yeah, I just click on it and watch. As I told you 2 days ago, Zelensky seems unusually calm. To me, ask you comment on it. Now I'm telling you that I think he was too calm because they may have managed to convince Trump. Student TV. Boom. Maybe there was a breakthrough in security guarantees. Not like convince Trump for helping Ukraine military, but for security guarantees, I think there was some sort of the breakthrough. I do not exclude that one, but still we are in lack of this information. Like we can just partially obtain the information, some parts of it, and make some of the conclusions. Like Zelensky, for example, told today that probably United States Army even may deploy its forces in case of the ceasefire. That's something new, something unexpected. And Donny said that they will not do it. Europeans will deploy their forces. But now Zelensky says that Americans may do it. That is unexpected, honestly, really unexpected. But like the topic itself, those security guarantees, they mean nothing if Russia doesn't want to stop, yeah? So it's good that they negotiate those security guarantees, but the main thing is to press Russia to stop the war, for those security guarantees to be possible to apply. Otherwise, they're just for nothing. Oh, I didn't know you can make those thumbnails. You see, I have it in a feed. So you can upload a part of your image, draw with the hand, yeah? Create a YouTube thumbnail for me based on the sketch I'm giving you. 6090 format, remove the text. This looks interesting, yeah? Like Mr. Beast thumbnail, something like that. But still, it Can artists draw it? Maybe. It's AI and not AI, yeah, because the face is still like from the actual photo. So it doesn't have this sort of the look of complete AI image, as sometimes we see. So it's like this image could easily be done by some of the artists. And yeah, the artists, they lose their jobs, apparently. Maybe YouTubers will also lose. Artists have lost their markets to AI, yeah, especially visual artists. But still, there are some people. I think in every sort of the sphere, even with AI, if you're really professional, people will still apply and would like to work to obtain some unique thing, yeah. Because AI is AI, but the real job is the real job. Maybe those successful artists, they will have even more clients, and they will, yeah. But in general, the vast part of the artists, definitely they lost their job. But still, some of them, very capable, they will be on the market. No matter what. You think you're a community builder and not a YouTuber. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a YouTuber, but because I'm doing YouTube, but now I'm not always on YouTube. I also like Twitch, I like Kick. Don't make this stuff on it. Yeah, and I like also, Jake Bro told me that Spotify is good, so I may show you my Spotify page. Yeah, here we have traction, some of the traction, 13,060 views, views. I don't know how it works, but it seems I like it. Like, I uploaded this afternoon. To make some traction here, I initially upload the video on Spotify, share it on my Telegram, and that's it. Later on, I publish it on YouTube. So initially, people see me on Spotify and then on YouTube. It's like alternate, yeah, for YouTube. Plus, because I have some issues on YouTube monetization, maybe it's like the variant for me to earn on my content. Because now I live from the Patreon supporters and members. So here I can potentially monetize, maybe. Yeah. They have monetization. Yeah, I'm still far to reach the goal. Like 10,000 consumption hours. That's a lot. I got 1,660 hours for the last, I think, week or so. I'm uploading videos there. Maybe a little bit more than a week, so it's far for me to get requirements for monetization for hours. But for episodes, for people stream on Spotify, I already reached it. I don't know what's the monetization there, but could be like one more variant to earn on my content. Maybe I'm not sure. But I see that people they're watching, and I'm surprised actually that Jake Bro told me that you not only can listen to the podcasts or some of the videos, but you can watch them. It was a surprise. So it's like and it's very simple. It has also, I guess, less censorship. So you go, you can play, yeah. Hello, my friends. You might have heard the opinions spread by, and the quality is all right. I mean, by some of the interesting. Yeah, you don't have subtitles, I think, but also you have chapters, and they're generated automatically. Yeah. So those chapters, I have to do it sometimes manually on YouTube, but they're generated automatically. So, for example, the inevitable decline of Russia's economy, high inflation and economic stagflation in Russia, how sanctions and oil prices impact Russia, China's economic enslavement of Russia, kinetic sanctions on Russia's energy sector, parallels to the Soviet Union economic collapse, and I can scroll like that, and I didn't do it. It's Spotify. That's the nice feature. So they analyze my text, what I say about in the video, and they put those chapters. And I can check out the script or what? Yeah. We have the whole text here, what I was telling, with the time codes and everything, you see? Jeez. They probably use AI for that, but that's very detailed. I can even download the script. Really? Let's go to the notepad just once. Yeah, I have the script, so I can put it to some of the voice generator and it will create the artificial Denys for me saying the same shit. Oh, Jesus. Nice. That's nice. Like, I mean, in general, it's nice, yeah? Your transcript, chapters, and more have been automatically generated. You can review and edit them at any time. Thanks. That's the good option. So Spotify has fantastic options that still are not available on YouTube, like automatic chapters. I would like to have those. YouTube also uses some of the AI features. Sometimes it explains what this video is about. Yeah, on some videos I see it, on some videos I cannot see it. But sometimes, like, I see the video and below there is explanation what this video is about in brief. That's interesting. I have not used Spotify in years, and I deleted the account because they put on ice ads in the United States. Oh, I see. But there are also, Evelyn, there are scam ads also on YouTube, so I don't know what is better, scam or ice. You could do much worse things with the AI. Yeah. Cox the Mobster, hi. No. I thought Spotify was audio only. Yeah, I also thought like that. That's the alarm I have. Zelensky has managed to work with Congress and American people over Trump. Yeah, bypassed. Sternenko says there is a blackout in the Moscow region. Yeah, I also noticed that. He has the same dream. Yeah, there is the blackout in the Moscow region. I heard the news about it, but I read the news maybe, approximately 100,000 people in the Moscow region, Podmoskovia, are without power. A drone threat alert is inefficient in the region. I have an unpopular opinion regarding Trump and his approach to Russia. I honestly don't think it's about making money or enriching himself. It's family. His lazy analysis, that's the lazy analysis, too easy to fit, too needy reputation business. Trump suffers from the red scar. It's not about appeasing Russia or Putin, but drawing Russia away from Sino Russia axis towards the Western world. Yeah. It's also like it's all combined, I think. Still, you cannot little mismirror. Still, there is the business behind, right? Still, there are business offers coming from Russia, and they're still working. Kushner is there, so it's all together. And the dream about. I also told it in today's video on the main channel that the dream of Donald Trump is really to drag Russia out from China and to oppose it to China, but it will not work. Their tensions or relations cannot be converted, no. The problem is that Russians know this and are exploiting it while having. Yeah, here I agree with you, little mass murder. Yeah, miss murder. I say mass murder. You're miss murder. That's the interesting nickname. I found that in Spotify supports video. Then Joe Rogan signed an exclusive $100 million deal. So Joe Rogan has his podcast on Spotify exclusive. You know, on Spotify, let me see. So I think it's like this alternate. If they have videos, it's like this alternate. Yeah. So we are on Spotify. So here, Call Her Daddy, it's a podcast of Alex Cooper. She has an exclusive deal with Spotify worth $60 million. But she has just audio information, you see. So we're going to go, like, for example, here.
The other room.
It's so fun to have
Yeah.
you here, and it's so cool to like know that your daughter is Daddy Gang. Meanwhile,
Get
I'm the
access
biggest
for
fan of
what?
you, so it's all coming
Fewer
full circle.
ads. Come
You've
on.
had such an incredible career. Obviously, you've been in the spotlight. You've also made.
So again, chapters, they interview, and that's the audio format they have. Yeah, just here, she is Call Her Daddy. That's her podcast name. It's interesting name of the podcast. Call Her Daddy, not mommy, but daddy. Interesting. And then I watch, for example, this podcast or something else on Spotify app. It gives me the text, which is very convenient. And I think it's like one of the variants for me to study German, for example, to listen to German podcasts. Yeah. Like, let's play it here.
You've also made decisions to step out
Why?
of it at times.
Okay, I need to close it here on.
Like, when are you at your happiest? Oh, wow. In general.
Like, it gives me the text.
Oh my God. Probably when I'm like at the park with my children, just kind of like pushing them on a swing or something.
So it gives me the text.
Also quite happy when I am kind of waving my green flag at a concert.
It's awesome.
On my
It's fantastic. You listen to the text, you read the text. That's awesome for studying new language. Fantastic. I didn't know that Spotify has this feature, and it will be my go-to app for German-speaking podcasts, of course. At first, I heard Alice Cooper. Joe Rogan has his videos saved there, and it is since another top channel was taken down. He wanted to be sure he still reached an audience. It might have been restricted as well, because he publishes his video on YouTube. I thought it's like that, but it seems like he is also on Spotify. Very interesting. Booba, what kind of nightmare? People are making AI influencers. Most people don't know the AI isn't real. Yeah, also gonna go, actually. Yeah. Blackout in Russia. Yeah, 100,000 people in Podmoskovia without electricity. Right, guys, I'm gonna go and record some of the video. Thank you so much for staying with me on the stream. And this guy is weird. Who is this? This guy is weird. We won.
Absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah, he's disgusting. Just look at him. Yeah, I know who we are talking about. Probably I should film like the separate video about those analytics. Okay. Thanks for sharing. And anyways, guys, see you around. Stand by for the main update. You're awesome. Ciao, guys.